So welcome back to this week's Floral Friday. We are going to be showing you the lemonade and fresh flower popsicles now. The whole process, and then I will have an end to show you what they turned out to be. These are fun for kids and fun for just summer parties. Through the process, I made mine a little bit more watery. I don't really love super sugary lemonade. I love it either tart or just watered down. So the ones I made are a bit watered down. You can add more lemonade or more honey or your sweetener of choice to make it that much better. This is what we're making today. I have big fingers. We are making ring pop icicles. For kids, they're super fun. For adults that are just fun people, they're fun. They fit right on your finger. I believe they come with 3 different forms. The ring pops out, that's the stick. There's a cap to it, and that would be your popsicle. And then there's a cap. So, enjoy the video, and I'll see you when it's done. For our next popsicle, we are going to be making kind of like a lemon lime popsicle with fresh flowers in it and a little bit of honey. And these are the ingredients you're going to need. I have 1 package of Jacob's Farms edible flowers. You can find organic flowers. Just make sure if you go and you get plants or anything, they're not treated in any way, so you're not putting toxic chemicals in your body. We're also going to have some honey. The recipe calls for orange juice water. I have unsweetened essence water of lime, so it's the lemon lime, and then lemon juice. It doesn't call for lemons, it calls for lemon juice. So let's get started. The first thing that we are going to do is take the petals off of some of our flowers. It's not the first step in the recipe online. You don't have to follow all the instructions. I don't, but just so that we have everything ready for later, I'm just going to cut off the ends of these. In this recipe, unlike the lavender cream, the petals are more for color. They're not really there for flavor. Some of them will add a little bit of flavor, but we're just going to be picky and just pull out some snapdragons, some marigolds. There is 2 different kinds of marigolds in here, but they're just for a fun pop of color. As you can see, we have snapdragon petals. We're going to have marigold petals, which are orange and red. These are just like fun colors. We'll throw some burgundy in there. Now that you have your flower petals all done, we are going to put them to the side and make our mixture of 2 cups of cold water and all of our other products. So let's get that started. Okay, so for our popsicle mixture with our lemon lime, we are going to start with 2 cups of cold water. It's essential that it is cold. The recipe does say cold, so we're going to stay with cold. And then we are going to add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Got our lemon juice, got a teaspoon. Then we're going to add 1 cup of the lime juice. Let's see if you can see it. I use Hint. Everything I got, I found at Whole Foods just because it was easier. We're going to finish this off with just a big drop of honey. You can either use any kind of sweetener. It does suggest using stevia. I don't know what that is. Honey is a good natural sweetener. I love the taste of honey. We use Missouri honey. We're from Missouri, or we live in Missouri. I'm going to add a little extra. I love honey. It should be an interesting combination of flavors. Make sure to stay kind of clean as you're doing this, and then we are going to mix this together. So we are going to take out the popsicle rings and put them on the counter. These have been in the fridge for a whole hour. They are frozen, but not all the way through. It's supposed to make it easier for you to add the flowers to it. It says just to take the flower and push it down with a spoon or a sharp object down into it. So I'm adding some magnolia blooms and some snapdragons. let's see how it works out. Now that you have your flowers into your popsicle rings, let's put them back into the freezer. Now that we have the flowers into the popsicle rings, we're going to put our tops back onto them, and those are just snap right onto it. Now that you have your flowers into your popsicle rings, let's put them back into the freezer. So I did eat one. They're actually quite delicious, and they turned out pretty good. There comes six on tray. We have 12 total. They do have 3 different forms that you get. So let's try to open one up. So I would not suggest pulling it off with the ring. It can mess it up. Try to slowly pop it off with the top, the round top piece that holds the icicle. Ooh. Like I said, this is inspired by Joe Massey, who does really beautiful floral designs with different, oh, it doesn't want to go with me. There we go. Different kinds of flowers and ice. This is lemonade. You can, as you can see, it tastes actually quite delicious. It tastes really good because I don't like it super, super sweet. But the one that I had before, as you can see, it's empty. The flowers add a nice texture to it when you start munching on the ice, if it starts to break down into more of a slushy form. But it also adds a really fine flavor to it of flowers. It's really, really pretty. It does look like a gem full of oranges and reds. We also have some that we did with snapdragons that have pinks and burgundies. Let's see if I can find one of them. Unlike our first popsicles, the lavender and strawberry video, which I hope you went and seen, and that's what brought you here, these are coming out a lot better. They take a little more work, but once you get the top popped off, like I said, don't pull the ring, pull the top. They come out quite beautifully. This one has a cool hole in the middle. I love ring pops. I'm a big child at heart. Still a big child. But they're fun. They're easy to lick. They're still very flavorful. There is where it can catch in the cap. Luckily this is still frozen. It catches in the cap so it doesn't cover you with any kind of liquid. I wish the camera would show you the flowers better, because it is pretty cool. Hopefully you can see it, but it is quite pretty and very cool. Like I said, this is a burgundy snapdragon in a lemonade with a little bit of lime in it. I sweetened mine with honey, as you saw before. You can make it as sweet and as tart as you would like. Mine are a little watered down. I'm not going to eat all these because I promised my husband he could have some. So go try it out yourself. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to check out the lavender and strawberry cream popsicles on our other video of today. And tell us what you like. If you do try these out, make sure you send us a picture or a video or any comments on what you did a little different, try a different sweetener. But we want to see how they turned out for you. Leave the comments on Facebook, or you can leave them here on YouTube. We really love to see your feedback. And check out the links of the original recipes and show those people support, since they were the ones that created these awesome flavors and ideas. And you have a great Floral Friday.